Roadshow again. Here we go. We're back on the road.
Yeah, stay consistent, like we say.
Consistency is the key. And to stay consistent, as always, I'm Gary.
Right?
This is the Probate Hero Collective. This is the Roadshow.
Door knocking version.
The door knocking. We're back. We're heading back to Santa Clara County. For those of you that aren't familiar with California counties, Santa Clara is like where San Jose, Campbell, Los Gatos. It's a higher end, you know. So I don't think there's one property that we're knocking today that's below $1 million.
Now these are all million plus.
Yep.
Right?
And we're going to be presenting an offer today on a property. If our guy gets it and decides to do it up and flip it, it could go on the market. What did you say, like 6.5, maybe 7?
Yeah, this is the area.
This is the area to do that. So we'll keep you posted on that. I think we have Butch with us again today.
Oh yeah, bad boy Butch is coming, so we got 2 extra seats.
Yeah.
So hopefully those will be filled on the next road show.
And I'm ready to bring the wife's minivan for those of you that want to jump in.
Like we said, we got car seats. Baby sit, bring them on board.
Bring the baby. It's free training for the
Free
baby.
training.
Free training.
Free daycare.
That's right. We got it covered, and we'll show them how to door knock.
That's right.
So stay with us. We'll keep you updated as we hit doors. And as always, if you're watching this and a question pops up or anything that you want to mention, pop it in the comments. We're going to reply to you, you know, and you're invited to jump into this with us.
Absolutely.
This is not the Probate Hero Collective. This is you, all of us, and we're suited and booted today.
Yeah, you know, we went last week. Our boy, bad boy Butch, suited and booted with a tie. We said we can't let Butch down. So the sports coats came on.
Still got, you know, keep it a little dressed down with the polo, but yeah, we had to bring out, you know, the outfits to level up to Butch's level.
Well, and then we're in these $1 million neighborhoods, so we don't want to be showing up. Like, the Gardner? I didn't know it was Gardner.
Yeah.
No. We're the Probate Heroes, man.
Exactly. So we'll keep you posted on how this goes. So stay with us until we get to the next clip. We'll have Butch Cassidy in the back seat, and we'll map out where we're going to be traveling today. So stay with us.
See you soon.
All right, we picked up Butch Cassidy. We got the man, the myth, the legend with us. We're mapping out our track today. Where we going first?
We're going right there. We'll fail you, baby.
San Jose. We're headed to San Jose. Again, we're in Santa Clara County. We got the man Butch with us. How many doors do you think we got today?
I say we got 10 or so.
10 or so doors. We'll keep you updated after each door. Hey, some are going to be there. Some are not going to be there. Like I said in the last clip, we have an offer that we're dropping off, so we'll definitely let you know how that goes. And there's a brand new comp that just came up down the street. It's on the market. It's a perfect comp that is good for our offer. So we'll keep you updated. You just keep watching. Say what's up, Butch.
Hello, guys. We're out for another door knocking session. We are posted.
All right, quick update for you. We hit 2 doors.
Good one.
The first door, nobody was home. So what do?
Go to the next door.
Well, we leave a postcard, written note.
We leave something of value. We leave a postcard that has valuable info on it, write a handwritten note on there, and then boom, we go off to the next one. This next one was a pre-probate, multiple properties. The gentleman answered the door. He was there. He just lost his wife.
Well, remember, just lost his wife, but you said, but it's compassion.
Yeah.
Condolences. The Probate Heroes are here. Here to help. No pressure.
And
nice older guy.
we got to talking, and we explained to him, you know, what we can do to help with getting probate started. He didn't even know what probate was. What's probate, he asked. So I explained to him what probate was, what the difference is between probate and a trust. He wasn't sure if his properties were in a trust or not, so I told him we're going to check for him. If the properties are not in a trust, I explained what has to take place, why we have to go through probate to remove his wife, so the properties are owned by him and his name only. And then if he decides to sell the property, we can take care of that for him. He was very gracious for our time, for our information. where we stand now is we're doing a little due diligence. I did check ahead of time to see if it was in a trust or not. I don't believe it is, because I would have notated the tracking sheet. But, you know, hey, everyone makes mistakes. I'm just as human as anybody, so maybe I missed this one. So check in with our title company to find out if it's in a trust or not. If it's not in a trust, we've already teed them up with our legal team, who will forward this to, and they'll reach out today, and they'll help him with the probate process. And through that process, he may decide to sell one of his properties. Now, he did say that his properties are free and clear.
Well,
that's his income.
That's his income. So he said, he did ask, remember, well, how do you guys get paid? Well, we said, well, our first priority is you, Mr. Potential probate, and we want to do what's best for you. So first things first, let's see if it's in a trust. If it's in probate, we'll help you navigate through that. And if you plan to keep the properties, great. We got a potential maybe client for life, because that's our thing. We do probate, what we told them, in 58 counties. So if it makes sense to sell, we'll cross that bridge. If it makes sense to keep because your income, even better.
Yeah.
And if you ever know of anyone that needs help, hopefully we'll be your guys. And that's what you do. You build trust.
I did mention to him, because he owns so many properties, that, maybe you'll decide that you want to sell just one of the properties and have some money stashed away, just for the rest of your life, just to make things easier on you. He wasn't opposed to that. So we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. But like Ray said, we're not even thinking about that right now. We want to just focus on finding out what's the best path forward for you to make your situation easier. And then once we get past that threshold, then we can discuss if liquidating one property is in your best interest, or if you just want to continue to hold on to all of them. Whatever's best for you is what we want. So that was a great one. Butch missed it because he was on the phone closing a deal, but there's many more to come. He was listening. The door was open, the ears were open.
That's right.
So now we're on the next one. We'll update you in a minute. See you in a minute. All right, we got an update for you. We just hit a great door. Butch has actually been talking to this guy. I'm gonna let Butch explain what's been going on, but this guy is gonna sell. They're going through some complications in the probate, so they had to rent one of the properties out for 6 months, but he's gonna sell it after that 6-month lease is up. Multiple properties, so we're gonna handle those for him. I'll let Butch explain a little bit more about this client. Go ahead, Butch, let him know what's up.
Well, this is just someone that owns a property in Mountain View, but he lives out here in 95138, and he's been in my list since January or July of 24. And so this will kind of show you that sometimes it could take a full year before you even, catch up with someone. But we called through, and he indicated that he was wanting to possibly sell the property. And we decided, we're out on our Thursday door knocking, that we would just stop by and introduce ourselves. And he was very receptive to all the information we gave him, indicated a lot of taxes that he had to pay on two different properties, and that he's definitely interested in wanting to sell it very soon. So it was a great follow-up on our door knocking, something that we've been calling, and so it's what we do at the Probate Hero Collective. We follow up on our calls and put a face to the face, and it really helps. So that was a great success story, the last one we went to. So
that's 2 success stories in a row.
In a row.
Yeah.
So very good. So we're off to the next one, and we'll update you when we get to the next one.
Let's see, what's the next one, Ray?
Next one's just somebody we've been calling, haven't spoke to. It's en route. So we're going to do what we do. We're in the area as we are, and we're going to stop by, knock on the door.
And this is a pre-probate.
This is a pre-probate, and just give them information and see if we can help them, be of service.
Just to remind you viewers, there's probate, which means the process has already started. And then there's pre-probate, which means someone's passed away, but the family hasn't started the process yet. So those are 2 different types of conversations to have. One, you're talking about how you can help sell the property during probate, managing all of the legal aspects that are required when you're selling a home during probate. And then the pre-probate side, where there's another layer on top of that, where we can connect them with our legal affiliates if they want an attorney, if they want a fiduciary, or if they just want a paralegal, we can help them with that process to streamline everything for them and keep their costs down. So 2 different types of leads, 2 different types of approaches. Okay, so now we're heading to the pre-probate. We'll update you after that.
And let me just add real quick, part of the benefit, if you see value in the Probate Heroes, not only do you get the probate leads, but you get the pre-probates. Less competition. They haven't filed yet. You have access to that. So just another doggy treat thrown out there for you, and that's what it is. So
you got to be on the team to get the pre-probate.
Yeah, those doggy treats is behind that curtain.
Yeah, we'll give them to you.
We'll give them to you.
All right, we'll update you after this next one.
Stay tuned.
All right, final update. We're done for the day.
Yep.
And it was a great day.
Yeah, not bad. Very good.
Go ahead and update them, man. I'm the one that's been doing all the talking. I'm tired of hearing my voice.
Well, we're headed back. So we had success on a handful of doors. The other door that we had the offer for, well, we went there. He wasn't there. We knocked. You always knock a few extra times. It's a little past your comfort level. We rang the Ring doorbell, so obviously someone's looking.
Showed the offer on the Ring doorbell.
Mr. Patrick, hey, it's your boys, the Probate Heroes. We got your offer. You said you wanted it. And we did call him. He didn't answer, left a message. But this is the game, right? We told you guys, you got to stay follow-up. So, and then we just hit a few other doors. The last door we just hit, the gentleman has a caregiver there. I believe she said he has dementia and that his son is basically helping him and handling the affair. So we left the information. Please have the son call. Want to give some free information. There's no obligation. You guys know the story. We're giving value. So that's basically that. And now we're headed back. So it was a success. We did get a hold of a few people, which we told you. The goal is you want to at least get one solid lead from it. We actually got a handful of them, 2. So it was a success, and this is a weekly deal, making the calls, leaving the messages, and you get on the road and start the show. And that's pretty much what it is.
That's it. It was a great day. Thank you, Butch, for hanging out with us again.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to add, Butch? Here's a microphone for you.
Well, the one thing we learned today is, when you look at these petitions, one thing I always look at is what do they have in personal property versus the petition. And when you see that they have no cash in the bank, and we talked to some people today who said, oh, we're going to have to go pay property taxes on this property and property taxes on this other property, and then you see that he doesn't have a lot of money in the bank, that's going to increase your probability that that person's going to have to sell that probate. And that's one thing we picked up today. Listen to a couple of them that when they got to go pay taxes and they got to go pay, estate type of financing, and they don't have any cash in the bank, and then they're ripe and ready to probably sell that property. That's one big thing I picked up today. Anyway.
Yeah. You learn anything about pre-probate?
Oh, pre-probate. I listened to these Probate Heroes pitching pre-probate, which I had never heard before. And the beautiful thing about that, they have services, attorneys, they have all kinds of affiliates that they work with that really is free to the customer. And so just to listen to them approach with, we're just here to help you out, we're just here to give you some free information, we're connected with all kinds of people that can help the process, and you see them smile and you see them thank them, and then you just know that if there's anything that they can do to help them out in the future, that they will get that phone call. And I saw that happen like 2 or 3 times today, right guys, where they literally, we will reach back to you guys when we're ready. So that was something that they provide. Now you got to join the team to get pre-probate. And again, they're not sharing that hot information with me yet, but I did get to hear them and listen to them today. So it was really good, and so that's what I picked up today.
Yeah, Butch is on his way. He'll be a part of the team officially sooner than later, and then we'll release the floodgates of pre-probate leads his way. He's going to be an animal with it. And just like Butch said, it's all about compassion and truly wanting to help people. Great example of that is on one of our recent updates, we were talking about the gentleman with the multiple properties. We weren't sure if it was in a trust or not. That must have slipped through the cracks somehow, because I check all that. Well, I checked. The property is in a trust. So called him back, informed him that it's in a trust. You're good to go. Your kids are protected. You're safe. Now, that's not going to turn into a deal right now, but it will be down the road. But you know what? We helped him. It was a weight off his shoulders, because he had no idea. He didn't know what to do. He didn't have any clue. So we were able to help that guy in that moment. We could see that it was a weight off his shoulders. He was able to breathe. He doesn't have to deal with probate. His kids are protected. So that's a win in our book, right? Just helping another human being. And that's really what probate is all about. You just have to show up ready to help regardless of where it goes. You're not thinking about your commission. You're thinking about helping another individual. And when you're helping other people succeed, you're going to realize all the success that you possibly could imagine. So that's my little tidbit for today. Anything from you, Ray?
No, there's consistency. So we're pulling the curtains back. So hopefully you guys are out there doing this and you're creating business. So if any way we could help, we always say reach out anytime. And just stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. You will get the business. Stay with it.
And we can help you anywhere. We just did a Instagram live where one of the viewers had some questions about a probate that he's dealing with in New Jersey. And it's a pretty complex situation. Coincidentally, I've had to deal with something like that multiple times over the course of 20 years in this industry. And I was able to give him some advice. Now, I'm not an attorney, so I can't give legal advice. But I told him what direction to go with his client. It didn't sound like they had an attorney, so I'm going to connect them with one of our legal affiliates in New Jersey who's going to be able to help them through this complexity that they're dealing with right now. And he was very gracious for it. He feels like he's got a direction to go, and they're going to be able to salvage this property. So wherever you are, the Probate Heroes can help. We'll work with you. And hey, if you want to join the team, there's a lot of benefits to this.
Yes, there is.
And the way that the money works, it's not like a typical real estate team. We're not in your pocket. You keep the lion's share. We want to put money in your pocket. Again, rising tide rises all ships. You know, if you're winning, we're winning. So, hey, if you're ready, if you've even been thinking about leaving your current brokerage, come and partner with us, the Probate Heroes. We'll bring you on with, open arms. We'll deliver the whole program, the probate program. We'll hand it to you on a silver platter and work directly with you, regardless of where you're at, so you can start being known as a probate hero in your marketplace. But that's it for now.
That's it.
As always, I'm Gary.
I'm Ray.
And that's Butch. And this, with you, is the Probate Hero Collective. See you next time.
See you next time.